Yo, 420 kids live direct in effect. Oklahoma City bound. The D-Town knowledge is key. Edge Tiller, Dirty Mac, and what's happening?
Yeah. What's going down?
What's the business? What's the business? In today's episode, we got the lawyer exposing the details from the Meg Thee Stallion in the Tory Lanez trial. Let's jump straight into this video article, man. Let's see what they're talking about.
The defense's point is what happens in the car is this. Tory questions Kelsey. Hey, Kelsey, why are you backing up Meg for me trying to, get it on with Kylie Jenner? Meg has been snaking men from you your whole life. I hooked up with you, Kelsey, and then Meg went behind your back and hooked up with me. And, Kelsey, this is not the first time. You had been hooking up with Ben Simmons. Meg went behind your back and hooked up with Ben Simmons. You had been hooking up with the baby. Meg went behind your back and hooked up with the baby. And so the defense starts dropping all these grenades. The crowd is captivated. The jury's like, oh, what's going on? And there's every reason to believe that there could have been a fight here, not between Tory and Meg, but between Meg and Kelsey. And the shooting could have not been Tory. It could have been done by any one of the other people.
It's a big sex triangle going on. Let me say, Tory Lanez, boy, you in the middle of some shit. That boy. It was cool when you was in the middle of two bitches. I think you got some little threesome shit going on. You hear me? But man, yes. And then come to find out, he's an independent artist. That adds insult to injury to the way I think already. It's a war with the artists, anyways, over their masters and things of that nature. And now you got all this. You got Meg Thee Stallion lying, and it's supposed to be some women's liberation thing going on where we're not listening to the words of the women, their outcries or whatever's going on. But it's too many inconsistencies in the story. She lied too much. She lied to the police. She lied about their relationship. It's like, what else is she lying about? I say, first off, if a motherfucker shoots you, the time to report that is when the police come. That's my little piece on that, man. So I think it's some high power BS, man. I think Meg Thee Stallion is lying. Me personally, I'm a Meg Thee Stallion fan, love her music. Everybody yada 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 yada. You hear me? She was wearing the shit out of that little purple suit she had on.
So you love the music or you love her?
Oh, shit, a little bit of both. But I think she on some high-powered BS. I think she lied through her goddamn teeth. It was a sex circle going on. It was purposely some menage a trois going on, and they got jealous, and there was a cat fight, and they drunk, and they high, and they fucked up, and all that good stuff.
And that's how she ended up shot. You gonna chalk it up to jealousy? Her getting
jealousy. Yeah.
She lying about it.
And she lying about it.
So
I don't think Tory shot her.
I'm like, damn, that's crazy. That's some crazy shit how women operate. If that's the truth, knowledge. So I'ma cover up that this female shot me, so we can take down this nigga. Boy, that's cool. Boy, that's cool. Because if that is what you say it is, then shit, that's when I just said it, that's exactly how I was like, damn, that's fucked up, ain't it? Shit, but hey, you said what you say, women's liberation, right?
It's a toxic war against masculinity, man. It's beyond measure, man. They just saying anything and you're supposed to believe them.
So I wanted to hear both of y'all speak about this. Because we already talked about this prior to this. So I wanted to hear both of y'all speak. So I could definitely add to it. In order for this to be a trending topic, did Tory Lanez shoot Meg Thee Stallion? It has to be an operation behind it. There has to be a push. With all the stuff that's going on in the world today, we are really talking about did Tory Lanez shoot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot? Now after this, the operation after this is women's rights. Which let me both say this. women are not physically stronger than men, so I could never agree with a man beating a woman or shooting her or anything like that. But Meg is a stallion, you know. So,
Yeah.
you kick her, you know,
uh,
you might jump back and have a reaction.
yeah.
You know, dude, a short dude compared to her. She tower over him.
He about 4'7".
You know what I'm saying?
Little nigga.
Then he was
Oh,
on
little
our
nigga.
ass though. Shit.
Yeah, so
Little
I ain't
nigga.
saying he did it or he didn't. I don't know. But however, for this to be pushed on the news networks, and then they say, "Oh, this dude does not even have a contract with us," but she does. She actually had to fight and buy out, you know, her contract to a smaller label to go to a bigger label. So she got compound contracts on her. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to smash him and keep moving when you with a machine. This is a machine, you know, that we talk about and speak about, but people don't want to really address.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a possibility he didn't shoot her. She could be lying. She lied the same night. It's a possibility he did. It's a possibility the girl Kelsey shot her. All these things that we talk about are possibilities. When you write a script, you know, you can make anything the key. You just want to capture people's attention. Oh, listen to the new break in this, you know. But they use real life, you know. They even
Yeah.
in real life. Like
They forgot they was using the Harlem Night skit. They forgot they was
understand?
using the Harlem Night skit.
Shot me in the
With
foot.
quick shot down the Rouge in the foot. I'll shoot your pinky toe off. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Come on, man. Where is this shit at, man?
It
They
sound
gotta
like
stop with the comedy, man.
it sound like what it sounded like. Okay, so first remind me of what she said the night the night it happened. What she tell him?
Man.
When
All
she
the
stepped on some
details.
glass, or
Yeah.
yeah, it was something wild. It was something, you know, wild.
How can she tell him that? They didn't let her tell it was a bullet wound. They let her slide with that shit.
It was bullet fragments. Probably
Yeah,
like a ricochet.
yeah,
Like,
Oh, so
you
she
hear
didn't
me?
really get
yeah,
Man.
in the foot.
yeah.
Yeah, some bullet
Oh
fragments.
man,
And
all this shit over
then
flesh
Tory
wound.
Lanez,
All this shit over
yeah, flesh wound. You hear me?
Bitch,
You remember?
hey, so
And,
sound like this
Yeah.
shit a publicity stunt.
and this on prime
And
time news.
On prime
everybody
time
wins.
news.
Sound like publicity stunt where everybody wins.
You can
Yeah,
destroy masculinity.
there we go. And meanwhile, you
Poor
already
Megan Thee Stallion.
you over gangsterizing. They showing Takeoff just died a little bit before him. A lot of cash deaths though. PNB right. You got to look and at first people was dying. Now it's cases after cases after cases during this winter solstice, bro. The whole thing be to get you to think as negative as possible. Oh, I don't think so. Then when your thoughts, when the grass starts to grow, or when it's time to flourish, you didn't put the proper thoughts to plant them seeds. You was worried about who was dying, all this crazy stuff, bro.
We
When
need to
it's
go
so,
end this shit then. We go
you know what I'm
in the
saying?
winter solstice. When this shit is over with?
You know what
January?
I'm saying? Real talk, bro. Like,
I
yeah,
guess
see,
when the spring come in.
yeah,
Hey, for
yeah.
real.
It's the stuff we don't pay attention to, though, bro. We gotta learn to pay attention to these signs,
I
bro.
tell people,
I'm just
season
trying to.
of
This
death.
is a distraction. This shit is a distraction. You know, yeah, you got to keep it 100. It's nothing but a distraction. How could bullet fragment hitting somebody's foot become a primetime news case for idols? You know, you got to be idolizing people to a crazy degree. If this is, come on, man, the way people dropping, the struggles. Gas went down, but guess what? All the food went up more and more and more. It all keep going up.
I told you
Like,
where to go.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I told you where to go.
you did tell me
And
that.
I was there. And I was there. Dirty. I was there,
What you
did I?
do?
What?
What was the
Then I get
bread?
that dollar bread dirty. I got that dollar bread, yeah.
One?
It was about $1.10.
All right.
Like $1.10. That's
But
$1,
yeah,
nigga. I don't care if it was
but
a
yeah,
$1.50. Nigga, it was $1. I was just listening.
but on that, but we got to do better. Deion Sanders showed the world he could make a HBCU go rival any NCAA Division I school in a 5-year span. 5 to 10 year span, definitely. One of those schools could be the number one ranking schools if Bo Jackson get up tomorrow and say, I'm about to coach at the HBCU. You know, Bo played baseball. He played football. He did both of them to the point of major league. Like he did it. We want to see Bo Jackson do it next. You know, and several of those. Oh, why all of this negative energy is being thrown there? That should be our new thing to counteract that and shine the light on the other parts of it. Because you know, even the CNN News dude reporting this like it is a huge case, but the only thing they doing is throwing out how freaky Megan Thee Stallion really is. She going behind old girl and screwing all the dudes that she screwing. Like, what? Yeah, I mean, I see why she might feel a certain way. Why is this all breaking news? Somebody bullet fragment hits your foot. You going to testify because bullet fragments hit your foot. Now, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to think. Y'all got it, brother. Y'all got it. There you go.
Shit past that then. Shit. Yeah, it a lot of this shit sound kind of fishy. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna act like I've been just deep into the story. But just get I've got some of the overview of it, and I don't know, man. I don't know. And then with this stuff with that happened in the courtroom and everything like that, it's really just starting to sound like a publicity stunt. Now, if you ask me if it is a publicity stunt, guess what? Everybody's gonna win, even Tory. Cause Tory's gonna get off. He's gonna guess what's gonna happen. He's gonna get off, and after he get off, he's gonna drop another song, and that bitch gonna pop. That's just how it is. That's what's gonna happen. It just seemed like that this situation is all a publicity stunt. You know, Meg still been the whole time. She still been dropping shit. So,
Yeah.
and whoever the other girl is, you know what I'm saying? She's just out there, you know. Everybody know who she is now. I never heard of her. Kelsey. Sound like a regular bitch to me. Sound like just an old regular
Man.
chick. Kelsey.
Ish, I got a question for you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Is Young Thug case a publicity stunt?
For who? Him or we
There
talking
we
about the
go.
upper hand?
That boy, thank him, man. That boy really a true a true thinker. All right, real talk. For we ain't gonna never talk about him, but for the entertaining part of it, is it a publicity stunt?
Well, shit. I think it was. I think it's a
For the
few
powers
people in.
over him, is it a
I
publicity stunt?
I got you.
Yeah,
I think it's a few people that would love to see him go all the way down to where I'm on dirty end right there, where they can acquire the masters. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's still fucking with baby, even if they gotta go through baby. Baby, you know baby will do it. He don't give a fuck. Take that shit. He got cash money. As long as y'all don't fuck with cash money, I'm good. So, you know, I ain't trying to say, you know what I'm saying? I ain't putting nothing on nobody, but shit, you know, if yeah, with the powers that be when it comes to the entertainment business, yes, I say, yeah, it could definitely be a publicity stunt. With some true life bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Cause at some point in time, you know, they don't like when we start feeling ourselves. They don't like when we get they hate that shit. Even on the low end, on the regular end. Play ball with some motherfuckers and get the barking and shit. They gonna be They don't like when we get big. You know what I'm saying? When our image and our presence, you know what I'm saying? And then we get to feeling ourselves. He might start feeling himself a little too early. They like, shit, gotta go on ahead, take him on down, man. Go on, take him on down. You know, you ain't a problem to you. And when you become a problem, they get. So if we gonna talk about it like that, publicity stunt / conspiracy from the heads of entertainment business, man. On the other end, I don't see what he would gain from it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's all I got to say about his end. Shit, I don't see what he could gain from this. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can't. Let me backtrack. Yeah, he can. Cause like Tory, like Boosie. Boosie came up off that thing. Man, that nigga shit shot up, nigga. Boosie came up out that pen, that nigga shit shot up, nigga. Wayne came out the pen, that nigga shit shot up, nigga. Only one shit who probably didn't just shoot up like that was T.I. shit. But his shit before he went through the roof. Cause that's when he had that song with Justin Timberlake and shit. So yeah, if it's a publicity stunt on his end, I can see him winning too. Cause it's a whole hot ass album coming, talking about how he just beat him.
Yeah, real shit.
Straight up.
Yeah, real shit.
Past
Yeah.
that, I'm done with it.
All right, real shit, real shit. And with that narrative being portrayed, you know, I've said it's been a war on the masters. Going around, you're an independent artist, and then you're going against. What if it is a whole publicity stunt with that narrative being portrayed? Everybody that's going to prison, they shit. But Tory Lanez, on the other hand, his career, he's been complaining it hasn't been blossoming. It's been deteriorating because of this publicity stunt that's been passed on from the higher ups. Like Lil Wayne, he didn't have to go to prison. You know, they multi-millionaires, but publicity stunt. You know,
right
Now Tupac, not so much, but who knows if it's a sacrifice behind with the higher ups or. But man,
right.
it's sure getting now. They Rico and Sauce Walker and them, his crew. You know, goddamn, you know, and it's a real war against the rappers, a Holocaust going on. You know, they just getting killed and it's often going to be pushed off as black on black crime, just as well as other artists in the music industry. Prince, Michael Jackson, even Amy Winehouse. You know, they always had problems with murdering their rappers and their poets. They're great poets all throughout their history. This has been going on. It's like read Shakespeare or something like that. You know, it's all throughout. But man, Meg Thee Stallion, is she lying? Yeah, because first off, you didn't want to portray it off as y'all is in a relationship because people will be looking at it like a simple domestic. You hear me? That changed the whole narrative. Yeah, you was fucking on them. And everybody know how that go. Oh shit, y'all fighting like cats and dogs then. You hear me? Y'all fucking, that's the youngsters too. How old is they? Everybody, I know they experienced that in their young life and shit. Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah.
Fighting with baby, fighting and shit. It's toxic. You got to grow out of that shit. You got to mature and grow out of it. So they young adults, millionaires on top of that. Right. Back to what you talk about, feeling themselves and the too many. On top of that, you know, I like the threesomes and all that shit, but you know, the mental health of the gay women, you know, they shit is for real. They got some mental health issues going on. So, man, with that being portrayed, I think she's full of shit. And I'm a big fan once again. Those and those motherfucking that purple suit she had on. She came out that motherfucker stamping, boom, 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 boom. Jesus Christ, man. But she on some high power bullshit. Damn, why did you? And I'm like, man, and they could just get away with that shit. They can say whoop de whoop. I can say, hey, raped me, and I'll take a payoff to keep quiet.
To clarify before you to clarify, I was saying for Tory Lanez, it'll be once he beat the case.
I know what you were saying.
That's where
I
his
heard
shit.
you.
That's when his shit.
Yeah.
It's,
But like you said, Meg Thee
that
Stallion
young
shit
shit
is
don't sell like
popping.
that anyway. Though.
Nah, he an independent
That nigga,
artist. Shit. He
he
not
ain't
corporate
like that.
America.
He ain't like
Shit.
that.
Nigga,
He
he's an
cool. He nice,
independent
but he ain't
artist.
like that. He
He
ain't
an
like that.
independent artist. Meg Thee Stallion is corporate America. That she's under so many
Yeah, I mean,
labels. They gonna advertise her like
so
Drake. You know.
an indie artist can't be big.
Yeah, he big though to be an indie artist. You don't think so?
I think it's probably a few more that's bigger than him.
But I'm gonna pass that, man. I'm gonna pass the joint, man. I'm gonna pass the joint. What you think about that knowledge, man?
Hey, yeah, man.
Nigga, you
I think
sleep?
about
No, I'm just messing with
the last statement I'm gonna give on this right here, man, is this. America is the land of the sensitive, land of the sensitivity. Everybody's conversation is sensitive. You can't talk about race. You can't talk about sexuality. You can't talk about gender. You can't talk about colors. This is the place where you can have all the problems in the world. You in fun land with the issues. You can talk about people, what their life is, but you can't talk about nothing that's true, nothing that's real. So let's fundamentally get past that, the whole sensitive thing, because when you can face the issues, then you can heal it. When you can talk about it. But if you can't talk about it, you never can do anything about the problems. You know, you can't do it. So all the sensitive people in the world, this is not the station that you want to like, share, and subscribe to. But if you're ready to get past the sensitivity and ready to get on some true building blocks, then that's what it's time for in this world. It's all the negativity thrown like we didn't talk about. Megan Thee Stallion, Takeoff, Young Thug, Sauce Walker, PNB Rock. It's just gonna be on and on and on. And the only thing you're gonna talk about is destruction, or death, or cases. This is the only thing you're gonna be programmed to be. So if you want to break these chains and break these programs, just start keeping it real. Like it's different. When we talk about real shit, like, oh yeah, you shot dude over there and you told, but you shot him and his mom and his sister. They ain't had nothing to do with it, and somebody told on him. Like, bro, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to start looking at things and saying what's real. We don't even have to be involved in all of this, you know, things that were developed to make you look like you developed. Like, we ain't developed none of this. We sensitive victims. You know what I'm saying? And instead of saying, hey, I'm gonna be the superhero, I'm gonna be the victim that grew through the concrete. You know, through the concrete. They said grass couldn't grow here. She found a way. Shit, you seen green through the concrete. You know, my closing statement is on that. I'm gonna say that my final thought on this situation is, Tory Lane will become a bigger artist than he was prior to this case. They're going to say that they didn't have enough evidence to convict Tory Lane. He'll go on and have a greater career. Megan Thee Stallion will. Young Thug going to do about 2-3 years. He going to pop back out. His career going to blossom and take off a different way. A lot of these people that they calling snitches are going and have bigger careers, because this is a stage set up to play with other people's life, but set up to entertain us until we take and create our own character and make our own stage. Yo, and I'm out on that one, man. Knowledge is key.
Knowledge is key.
Man, to piggyback, are we perpetuating the narrative by continue to talk about it? And I'm just gonna leave it hanging out there. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, like on the other stuff that Knowledge just said, um, yeah, as far as Tory Lanez, well, like you said, um, the Young Thug situation starting to seem like it could be like a money grab for the government. as far as into getting some of that money up out of this young king's hands, you know, or maybe it's not, you know, maybe they got him one this time, you know. Every now and then they hit big, but it usually don't be on no big time artists. They be kind of alright, but they don't be just on some shit like this. Yeah, they don't be just that big. They be cool, but they ain't, you know, Young Thug got a nice status, um, you know, to a degree. After doing time, I don't want to see no black man in prison, you know what I'm saying, to a degree, you know. But 2-3 years, shit, that'd be good. He come back out in 2 or 3 years, drop something, you know, that's gonna make he gonna blow up, definitely fuck around and double whatever he lost, you know. And that's probably about the best you can pray for that. But then for any of the victims and families, anything in that situation, you know, my heart go out to them, you know what I'm saying, regardless. You know what I'm saying? When you come to Rico Acts and shit like that, usually some deaths in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Um, so if any victims, you know what I'm saying, my heart go out to them. But that's all I got to say, man. Past that. Ish.
Knowledge is key. In closing, man, I'm gonna use 3 of our greatest iconic African American figures. I use Michael Jackson, Muhammad Ali, and I use that they're both dead and gone. And I'm gonna use a living legend, the Mike Tyson. These are the people that were the best at their craft, some of the greatest, and they always have secret forces that are aligned to tear them down. You hear me? So with that narrative being portrayed time and time again, the fact of the matter that we only see the black on black crime that's in front of us, we can't see the stuff below the surface. That's real troublesome in my mind, because the narrative that's being portrayed as far as in the media, the negative music being portrayed, the negative image, even on the social media, the hate speech, are we ever lifting up or people are turning each other down? So it's just think outside the box, man. Think outside the box. It might look like this, but it might be a totally different narrative being portrayed, or somebody seeing it from a totally different perception. So like I said, y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all pulled up and y'all here messing with us. So peace. One love.